G'day, g'day, and how you going? Just say g'day, 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 and you'll be right.
Sorry guys, it gave me a bit of a fright. I'm Ben. Welcome back to the bush shed. That's my shed. I call it a bush shed because basically when you have a good look at it, and you look down on the ground, it's got dirt. So I don't sweep a shed out, I rake a shed. Anyway, I'm sitting outside tonight. Nice autumn evening. It's not cold, but it's not warm either. And sitting by the fire, the old 44-gallon drum as we call it, back in the day. And I'm burning all the old offcuts. You know, as you know, with woodworking like we do, a lot of offcuts. So thought I'd chuck them in the old fire bin, burn them up, and at the same time sit out, have a cuppa, have a bit of a sit and a bit of a warm. But tonight I think we might get into the shed, so follow me. How you been anyway? You been good? Oh yeah, I haven't been too bad. busy couple of weeks. As you know, this is part 2 coming up. And what we're going to do is, like I said, put on the control wheels. No, I'm not picking my nose. And that's these. Oh, there they are. Alright. See that little T-bit in there? Right. That goes on to there. Right on there. Okay. There's a little T section there. Little pin. And then another one. It'll go onto there, like that. You can see that little T there. Well, that pin anyway. So what we do, it's not that hard, mate. It's pretty bloody easy. Just get that one. You go in. There it is, locked in. There we go. Find that. Put the old nut, that's the nut there. Put the old nut on. One done. Bloody beauty. Alright. Now, let's get the second one on there. Here we go. Locked in place. Beautiful. Done. Wind it. Wind it. That winds this on the old degrees. As you can see, it's moving. Okay. It gives you from 0 to 45. And this one winds. Here it goes. Look at that. Look at that. Up it comes. What a ripper. Alright, as I would say, beauty. Right, so that was easy. Very, very straightforward. No real instructions on the instruction book for that one. But the next one that we're going to tackle are the wings. Now the wings, they go on here. And on here. Okay. There's my wings there. As you can see. There they go. So let's get those wings up, get them on, and hopefully they'll go on properly. Let's see how we go. Can you see what we're doing? Ta-da! Let's see how we go, eh? Truth, they're bloody heavy. I know I keep saying this is heavy, and it is. It's bloody heavy, you can see. On these, they have little tiny grub screws. Can you see that? There they are. Those grub screws go through here so as to level up the wing to the deck. So let's get on with that. What I'm doing now is I bolted them on, okay, then getting the old Allen key to those grub screws, and I'm going to tighten them up until they just touch the deck. Give them a little quarter turn just to make sure they bite onto the deck, and tighten up the main nuts, or the bolts, sorry. Well, basically we're up to scratch then. We'll hope so, eh? Let's give it a whirl. What we've got to do, this is most important, is that at the front, of course, we have one very special piece of equipment, and that is our fence. Now, our fence guide is running along the front here. One most important thing we need to do is get this spot on. So that feels spot on to me, so I'm going to tighten it up. We'll go from there. Let's see how it goes. Hasn't fallen out yet. Undo those two, let's see what happens. Now I've got my feet under here. It's going to be fun. Oh, solid. Right. Well, I moved my camera from over there over to here, and I'm trying to get this thing in a little bit of a wider shot, just to get the full body in, you know. Alright, let's give this another try on the other side, eh? Now, what happened was, this one was a little bit off, but adjusting the grub screws, which is what needs to be done, will fix this little issue. Now, basically all we need is, of course, the Allen key. And let's give these grub screws a bit of an adjustment so that we can get this as dead level to that as possible. Now, as you know, it's solid. This really is. All right, let's have a go at it, eh? Ha ha! Ha ha! Look at that! One go, and I've got it right. Gotta like that, don't you? All right. Let's get the next one on, eh? Give it a whirl. Pretty sure if we're going to have, if it's going to be that easy for the front one, for this one, sorry, then the other one shouldn't be half bad. All right, excuse me back, watch me front. Don't get scared. If you can't find a rag, using your shirt is a good thing. And by the way, did you notice that I dressed up for the occasion, put a collared shirt on and all? I know. I do good things for you people, don't I? Only because you come back for the second time. That's the only reason. Well, not as hard as you think. The 3 bolts go in, and of course it was slightly down at this end. Now before I put it on, I adjusted the grub screws until they were just shy, okay, of the edge of the deck, or the wing, and bolted everything together, obviously, bang, 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 and as you saw, I adjusted the grub screws so it brought the edge flush with the deck itself. The only problem is, during that time, and I just didn't notice that until now, is this is half a mil, at least a half a mil out. So that's dead on, that's a half a mil out. So I've got to loosen and tap it. all good. It's not a great issue, to be honest. I think I'm pretty happy with the way it's turning out so far. Right, now that's pretty dead on, okay, spot on. What I did notice though is the back, which has the support rail, okay, for the guide, which is up there at the moment, which is one of the things we'll be putting on, and we'll be focusing one video on that because I think that's going to be a pain in the arse, to be honest. But the problem here is I've got dead on, which is where the front is, obviously. And the back one is about 1/2 mil, 3/4 mil too shy. Okay, so this is, the wings are about 3/4 mil, 1/2 mil, 3/4 mil too short. Another thing too I've noticed as well is trying to get this dead on here. I've got it pretty much dead on there. It's up here, but it's down here at the back. So that means, unfortunately, this has got a slight warp to it. That is a little bit annoying. That's, what can you do? It's a piece of cast iron. It's obviously warped, and yeah, it's a pain in the backside. But it's just something I have to live with it, you know. Anyway, there we go. The wings are on. They didn't go on without too much of an issue. They were a pain in the ass in a lot of different ways, but to be honest with you, not too bad actually. Not too bad at all. Alright, now, the second most important thing that we need to put on is something that drives this. Now, I can stand here and push it around here, but I don't think it'll cut too much. I can go up and get my exercise bike, hook it up to the wheel, bit of a chain, bit of a gearing system, pedal, pedal, pedal. Yeah, she's going to go like a trooper. And I'm going to have someone feed it for me, or I'll put a motor on it. Shane Collin, come on over, mate. Pedal for me, will you? Saves me putting this bloody heavy motor on. Everything about this thing is as heavy as buggery. It really is. But anyway, I'm pleased with that because of many different reasons, of course. One thing I will tell you though, now you noticed in my last part of the video when I put this one on, and I've since stopped and moved on. As you can see, it's daylight outside. I gave this a clean, didn't I? And it had this horrible, horrible thick stuff on there. But that thick stuff was to prevent it from rusting, obviously. So, what I've done, and I tell you bloody what, WD-40 again is the most versatile tool that you got in your toolbox. What you do one of two things. You keep WD-40 on it, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep WD-40 spread on this all the time until I start to work. Now, a good friend of mine, Izzy Swan, from izzyswan.com, and go to his YouTube page as well, Izzy Swan. He came up and on one of his videos, and he said that he uses furniture wax. Or what I'm going to try and use, and let's see if I can make an adaptation to it, is just candle wax. You know how you wax something like a sticky pair of drawers that you've got, you know, a set of drawers that you can't, they're not moving in and out because they don't have any runners on them, and they're just wood on wood or metal on metal. So you rub wax on there and sliding in and out. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, no worries. And I'm going to give that a go on this. I'm going to rub it down with the old wax. Number one, it'll make it easy. Number two, it'll keep it from rusting. Number three, you don't want all of this oil on any of your pieces. Now, I'll get stuck into this. What do you think? Come up a right little treat, didn't it? Tell you what, pretty bloody happy with that. Alright guys, what I'm going to do now, try and turn this old girl around and get the old motor up onto the back of this thing. I'll get that out of here. Oh, my crikey. There it is, the motor. Yes, it's got a lot of dust on it, but that's fine. That's heavier than these bloody things. So, I need to try and figure something out to make sure that when I put that on, I can still move this bloody thing around. I'll pause her, I'll come back. I might be in a different shirt. Sorry if it's not collared. Could be daytime, could be nighttime, could be any time. But I'll be back very soon. Well, I've paused it and I've moved the deck around now. Okay, so now we've got the bum of it exposed, and these two shafts here will be taking the motor. Now the motor itself doesn't have any adjustments to the belt, as you can see here. It's because the motor itself is so heavy that it will take the tension of the belt for you. Alright, so before we start, down here, I'm not sure if you can see it, but on these shafts there are two little notches here. Okay, about an inch long. 3/4 of an inch to an inch long, or 25mm. Now it's a bit of an in thing, and there are two little grub screws in the top here. So once this goes on, there's two holes here. This bracket here slides straight up into there. Okay, and then we grub screw it into here. So that means that it's not going to fall out. Let's hope so, mate. Alright, it's a heavy piece of equipment. I know I keep saying it's heavy. Everything is heavy on this thing. Each one of these wings, this motor is heavier than one of these wings, so she's got some weight to it. So let's get it on and see how we go, hey? Alright, beauty. Let's get started. Now, you've got to be very careful getting this one on. Think about it. This one dropped on your feet, you'd know about it. I'm pretty happy how that's turned out. Went on a lot easier than I expected. Beauty. Hang on, pull the pants up. Right. Okay, now, what we need to do, this, the old guards. Now, that one will go onto the motor. Okay. And that one will go over the belt. Alrighty. Let's get this belt off. Again. Beauty. Have a look at the instructions to make sure I get it right. Yes, I know, I'm sorry. We're blokes. I'm not supposed to be using instructions. As I said in the first video, man's intuition. I know I'm supposed to be using it. I hang around women too often. Hey, I'm going to get in a lot of trouble, though, aren't I? Right. I think I got it right. There you go. Have a bit of a quick glance. Yep, I'm happy. Alright. I've got what's called a friar tuck. No, I'm not bald. It's called a friar tuck. I'm not religious. Just looks like I've got a bald cap on here. That's my excuse and I'm sticking with it. Well, that's halfway done. Well, there you go. Motor's on. What I'm going to do is tighten up the blade. Look at that. All you do is just plug her in. Beauty. Well, I'm happy with that. And then, hopefully, we should be able to get it fired up. Let's see how we go, eh? Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. Now, look, whilst it was off, I did a couple of things because we're going to do a test on the motor. Alright, now we've wired it up, we've put the belt on, we've hung it onto here, the motor is everything sorted out, the blade's all tightened up, I've got the space garden there, which is fantastic. I put a makeshift fence on, just there. Okay, just in case I needed it. And I've got my bevel gauge in there. Yeah. It's not too bad actually, fits in there really, really well. I'm really pleased with that. Right, so let's give this old girl a test cut. Alrighty. Alright. All the way up to there. Beauty. First things first, eh? Let's give it a try. Start it up. Oh, look at that. You can't complain with that. That's really quiet. Alright. Yeah. The emergency stop works very well. Wow, it's even got a brake. Even got a brake on the motor. Fan-bloody-tastic. Alright, let's go for a test cut. It's a tad off, but for a saw that's not set up ready to go with a fence, I think it's bloody good. Anyway, there you go. We've hung the motor, 2 rings on there, give her a test cut. You know, I think it was pretty bloody good. Next one, which I'll do one whole video on, we're fitting up the front and rear, the front and the rear supports for the guide or the fence. Okay, I think that's going to be a right real pain in the ass job to do, but you know, I think we're going to get it done, and I think we'll get it done in one video. Until the next time, I'll say hooroo at the bush shed. Oh, in the bush shed. Take care. Talk to you later. Hooroo.
To be an Aussie whenever you're stuck for what to say. If you want to be dinky-die, why don't you give it a try? Look 'em right in the eye and say good day. Good day, good day. Here you go.